Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to go over the AM Silver Bullet for Monday, November 27th. So first thing we're going to do is see where the liquidity is at using the Kraken Silver Bullet Pro indicator. So let's turn on, since this is AM, let's turn on the Asia, London, and New York Killzone. Let's see where those are at here. Oh, for the Killzone I gotta go one more, so it goes into 10 o'clock. London high, Asia high, it's taken. So basically we're just in between this kill zone here. So we can turn the other two off. Turn off Asia, turn off London. Leave the kill zones on. Okay. I'm going to turn on the crosshairs here, and we're going to look at this low, see if it took out this low. Okay. And I'll go right there, and it did. You can see that there's a little gap over here when I line up with this line. Okay, so this low just took that liquidity and this liquidity, and then up here obviously it took out the highs over here, took out these relative equal highs, took out this high right here. All right, and now we're back down here. So you can kind of go either way at this point. Looks like we're going up to take out more of the New York kill zone high here. So let's go candle by candle here, and we'll see what happens. So there's a fair value gap right here. That didn't hit it. So if it hit this, I'd take a trade there. Because, you know, obviously aim for the high right there. Okay. Dang it. All right, so I hit the high, so now we're obviously going to aim for the low, right? That's where it'd be my target. Now, one thing I've been noticing a lot, I've been doing a lot in my trading, is I keep pulling the fib to see from high to low here and see if this is like optimal trade entry is right around in this, right? So if we come into this and we hesitate in here, I'm willing to risk one to go and see if we're gonna take this high, because it's gotta aggressively breach this. Like, it doesn't even have to respect the optimal trade entry. Just come on down, because once it takes out this low, then I know we're going lower. But this could just be a pullback to go higher. So you always kind of got to watch. Just because we took a high doesn't mean we're reversing, right? Right now I'd want to see this low broke with displacement to consider a short, right? But then we're right here at optimal trade entry, which means I got to see us close below this. If we hesitate in here, I'm probably going to go long. Am I taking this fair value gap here? No. Why? Because there's not a market structure shift yet. I don't want to, I'm not risking that. Right? I'll mark it on the chart, but I'm not taking that to go short yet. I want to see it breach optimal trade entry, violate that fair value gap. And I haven't seen displacement below this, so they're hesitating. It's stalling. It tells me that we're probably going to get an optimal trade entry. Now if I get a couple more candles like that, close. Okay, huge rejection. No, I'm buying one. Huge rejection like that. Obviously went down almost to a 0.79, but then big rejection. If it was going to keep going, it would have had a smaller rejection. Should have. I can't see it going here and then coming back down beyond this when it's already down here once. If this was going to hold, I'd expect this. If this was going to get violated and close below, then I'd use that as an inversion and I'd look to go lower, especially if we close beyond the 0.79. So I hope I'm explaining that good. You understand my logic and why I'm going long here. So what am I aiming for? Well, let's put these on here. I'm going to aim for this high. Why? Because I don't know if what other high is above here. It didn't look like there was very many here. We can aim for this high up here. So let's just mark this out here. There's this. Looks like the relatively equal highs here. So there we go. We'll aim for those. And those are probably yesterday's Killzone high. Maybe not even high. But they're relatively equal highs right there. So we're going to use that draw on liquidity. We're still going to aim for this high, low-hanging fruit here. That's 42 handles, 42 points. We're risking 13. Why? Because we're below this first candle, the 3-candle pattern for the fair value gap. And if it takes us out, you know, we're wrong. But it has to take us out, and we're below optimal trade entry, which means this now becomes an inversion, and I would probably look to go short to target this low. So it takes me out, then I know I at least know where I'm going now, right? I have a plan. I don't want it to go that way, but at least have a plan. Now, if it does come up, I want to see how it approaches this fair value gap. This could give us a problem, or it could blow right through it. So it's kind of what we're looking for as we're trading here. We're looking to see how it reacts to things. See, that's not great. I didn't like the rejection off that. We'll see if the next candle can break it or not. Breakthrough. All right, there you go. All right, so now this becomes an inversion fair value gap. We'll put this as an inversion fair value gap now, just so we can see what we're talking about here. See if it holds price. Well, the bodies hold consequent encroachment. Oh yeah, I forgot. I need to do this. So my stop, I'd be moving my stop here, and I gotta move my TP up here first. Sorry. I can move my stop. It was here, and now we're gonna move it up here. Well, let's put it at least right there. Let's see. We got a small fair value gap here. Fair value gap here. Obviously inversion here. So yeah, we're worst case scenario. I wouldn't want to see this right. That one right there violated. The small one right here. And we're so close. Oh, look at that. Oh, come on. Okay, now I'm going to the bottom inversion fair value gap here. If it takes us out there, then it just takes us out. But I'm keeping 460. That might take us out. Oh, come on. See that? That's the stuff that really pisses you off when you're really trading and you're trading live. And for me, if it closes there and it starts coming back down, I'm exiting my trade so fast because I'm not giving up all that. I should have exited right there when that happened. I didn't. But notice how none of the wicks did the damage. They barely came through consequent encroachment, but this inversion is holding. So my stop is very safe. I feel good about my stop. Okay, there you go. Done. Let's go to the 11 o'clock hour just to see. Okay. Okay, so let's do a recap here. We came to the 10 o'clock hour. We opened the Kraken Silver Bullet Pro indicator, and we marked out our session liquidity. Where was the liquidity from the past few sessions? Where was it? We noticed that we were in between the New York kill zones. Okay, and price came up and it took out the New York kill zone high. So then we're looking for a reversal. We needed this low right here, the swing low here, to be violated, but we want to see it with displacement. But We also know that this could be a retracement. So what do? We pull our fib from swing low to swing high and get our optimal trade entry, and we mark out any PD raise in that optimal trade entry. We had a fair value gap right smack dab in the middle of 0.705, right? Optimal trade entry, perfect entry right there. So we wanted to see displacement below this low, the swing low, which we kind of had a little bit, displacement right here. But we wanted to see also it violate and close below 0.79 to go short. When the price came down here, this was full blue candle at one point. Okay, but then it rejected. The majority of this candle is a rejection, and it closed here. Immediate next candle opened, went down a little bit, and then went up. Right? This big rejection should tell you, clue you in a little bit that if it was going to go lower, it should have just closed a little bit lower and just gone down. You usually don't see a big long rejection and then go higher. Okay, I mean just look at candles in the past. You don't really see. You see this long rejection here. Yeah, it went a little higher. It didn't close past that rejection, but then it went lower. See this big candle here, long candle here. Yeah, it comes down, doesn't close beyond that one, and it goes higher. You usually can tell by the long rejections that it doesn't want to go lower. Now, is it always going to happen that way? No. I mean, look at here. These are long rejections, right? And it went higher. It doesn't always work out that way. But when I see this, I took the trade, and I told you, as I told you when I took it, that listen, I could get taken out. And if I got taken out, then this fair value gap becomes an inversion fair value gap. And I know that I'm going to use that to go short and target the low down here. I mean, I had a game plan. So we took our trade. Could it work out? Yes. Could it not work out? Yes. It's, we had plans both ways. We took our trade and price went in our direction. Okay. Then this became an inversion fair value gap and held price up here. Now, if you have a price comes all the way up within like a tick of your TP target and doesn't hit it and closes right by your TP target, exit the trade. Don't do what I did here and just wait till the end. Like this one right here, that was stupid. If you were to raise your stop loss higher for one tick, you're talking what, $5? So you're going to risk, $50 for $5. I don't know if that's the right math, but I'm just telling you, like, look at it that way. One tick is $5 on NQ. Okay, it's $20 a handle. So one tick is $5. So let's measure. Let's measure from here to here, up to here is 10. You're going to risk $245 for $5. That's stupid. So don't do what I did. Just exit right here. Don't let $5 take you out of almost $250. That's not smart. It's not good money management. And if you're on an Apex account, for example, we got trailing drawdown, you're going to lose $245 for $5 gain. That's not smart. Let me take this off and show you so you can see it without it. That is your AM Silver Bullet using the Kraken Silver Bullet Pro indicator.